Family, we live. There's a little sunbathing going on with the thugs, man. We just chilling. Post-workout vibes. Oh, man, oh. You know, definitely keeping the light within. That's for sure. Cultivating the light within. You know, we're just not a little workout channel over here where we just pick up some weights and put it down and stuff like that. You know, we do more things around here. We gotta help with the mental too. Oh, Debo, what's happening? God dang, girl, what's happening? Huh? Huh? You eat that big ass piece like that? Look at that big old chest. I got a big chest. They all got little big chests. I be on their little asses. Hey now, hey. See, you know you can't get that big ass piece. You hit your head. See, thought you was slick. Hit your head on the goddamn on thing. That's crazy. Yeah, man. It's not a game when it comes to, you know, healing yourself and shit. Really. When I say healing, I'm talking about like, you know, spiritual healing and shit. Celibacy, semen retention. It's more than just getting a female. You realize, okay, maybe. A lot of men, you know what I'm saying, their sexual behavior, how they are now, they really, you know, are basically like that way because they don't really take the time out to really learn what sexual education is, you know. It's a crazy thing. Oh, Debo, you right here? Come here, man. Come here, Debo. I don't know why he don't get it. But a lot of the men don't really take the time out to find out, you know, what true sexual education is, especially about the woman, because she's really the most sexual one of all of us. Like, you know, being able to satisfy her, that was a lot of things that's what we dealt with as men a long time ago, like having the ability to satisfy a woman and shit. Because she's pretty nice. She'll listen to you, even if she's not getting satisfied physically. And she's really a physical person, feeling person, you know? Feeling being, basically. And y'all. It's a feminine energy with a masculine energy. And that's all we're doing as man and woman is just pretty much cultivating our feminine and masculine energies within inside one another. That's pretty much what we is. It's not just a woman who has a divine feminine. That ain't really it. You know, we make sure we can hear each other, but that ain't really it. Just a woman being divine feminine. No, she's really cultivating her divine masculine energy. This is about true health, you know. That's why working out is important too, because it helps cultivate your happiness. But they put too much emphasis in it now. You know, a lot of it's built on like, you know, sexual gratification. I want to see if you can hear me out there. Hey, oh man, we got the celibacy, man. You gotta get your semen retention up, get that light within. The animals notice that, and they feel your intent and your light. That's why when you see a lot of people who handle animals, they don't just recklessly have sex and stuff, you know. Animals also relate to kids as well. That means kids haven't had, you know, sexual discourse like that, or didn't move their kundalini like that. But as adults, we kind of forget because we jump into having sex, and that's what happens. Some of us started early when we were teenagers. And so continued on and still now until your old age. Some of us is forced not to have sex no more. It's a lot of things, but that Kundalini energy is a very special energy, man. And that's what you got to use to cultivate it, to keep your happiness going. And your virtuousness and your nobility and your joy. All that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of good stuff. Hold on. Yeah, so, you know, that being said, it's all about that energy. This is how you're gonna heal it's how we're gonna heal our mental disorder too, like our narcissism and our, you know, and all our fight or flight response, our so-called racisms and all that stuff like that. You can heal that all through repenting, just through celibacy if you started having sex already. You can repent, actually. Work out, change up. You know, the energies that's in you, like a lot of the little parasites, they may not like that stuff. because you're trying to refine yourself. Because when you're always trying to refine yourself and trying to make yourself a better version of that you were than you were yesterday. So we try so hard because it's hard with your thoughts, but now you got to have energy to put forth. You got your kundalini, your sexual energy. That's what works. That's what makes it actually applicable or applicable. So ain't that right? See, yeah. Look at that. Coming in, boy. No side. We'll be out here Sunday. This is a part of health. You got to get that in, you know, that sun, that minerals, whatever way you can. Even if you're in the wintertime, you got to breathe outside. A lot of things going on, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And it's getting harder and harder every day to cultivate your happiness. It's getting harder and harder every day to cultivate happiness. Because they got much thing. They take you through the foods. They take you through the time of the day, through antennas you don't know shit about. Your music. They're weary of my hat. They're like, hey, man. When I put the hat on, they started walking away like, hey, man, what the hell is that? I'm like, hold on. They look like, you look like the sharecropper. I don't know, man. You don't like this. Come here, D-Ball. Let me show D-Ball. Look at D-Ball. Hey, D-Ball, turn around. Say what's up. Hey. Big old chest. Big chest. It's a different one. I got to be quick because there's people over there behind me. So they're like, she ain't really used to him like that. So my thugs right here, the little ones, they cool. They were like, yeah. And I be putting them in other people's hands too, so you know we can vibe. And they be like, yeah, the people who here with me, they know it's different. You know. And I don't even charge money for this. I ain't got no money. I'm just out here in the island in nature and shit. We was like, showing the richness of the Most High, really, and shit. Once you repent and shit, you know what I mean? Once you repent, brothers and sisters. I had to put a message out to brother, his name Captain Tazarik, I think his name is. He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's really intelligent, very smart, man. I wanted to give him a message. I wish somebody could get this to him, you know, because I know you can't turn down working out as a man, so that's cool. But to get the brothers, I know you know a lot of brothers. They got a lot of influence on the Israelites, and you know they came to the neighborhoods and stuff to try to teach, and that's cool. Right now, as far as like the brothers in that camp, get celibate for this year, y'all. Get celibate. Get everybody to good, cool areas. You know what I mean? It's getting serious out here. Get everybody celibate, man. Working out. I know y'all in the book. I gotta try to find a way. Yo, what's up? I gotta find a way to. I gotta find some scripts that's gonna show you why we gotta get back celibate again. As our people, as so-called Judah or whatnot, you know, I gotta add that in there. I'm not like religious or no shit like that. Dealing with the false Christs, the false gods. You know, we're just dealing with the all spirit on here. You know, everybody has their own connection. You know what I mean? That's what we basically supposed to be doing anyway, having our own connection. And that's what working out is about too. Health, wealth, and prosperity and wellness. You know, it's hard to cultivate happiness. Sometimes you may need a helpful hand to help you out. And you got to get a little bit more in depth. You know, it's got to know their birth chart too. Shit, it's like, yo, we can further help out to show you where you can actually aim at what you want to do. Because you'll see what you want to do because it'll feel better when you're doing it. And then like Most High, you know, reward you along the way, things of that nature. But now we got the actual way to do it. Pardon me, y'all. I got to turn the camera a little bit. I got this dude over here behind me and shit. No, just come all the way over here right now. He said he attracts birds. I attract people too. I don't know who the hell these people is. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this down. Get back into the game. It's all kind of birds. But I think I'm in a place where it's not like, you know, when we in the water, it's fish too, like dolphins and shit like that. It's about to be the whales, so they're kayaking, they come right up to us. You know, everybody got this power. We're in a different spiritual place, though. So your powers are kind of like come out a little bit more. If you're like wicked out here, it's gonna show like right away. The island's like alive, so it rewards you for what you do. My bad, y'all. I'm taking forever. 300 days trying to get situated and shit. I'm trying to turn the camera, man. This mother's like in my face and shit. And I'm like, damn, pardon me. I know I go through this all day. I didn't want to do that. As always, anyway. like, look at my chest. She been through some things. But yeah, man, that's all. Let me hook y'all up. We do got something on. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the world, and a lot of things that relate to, you know, what's going on in my old land. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the relation I'm showing y'all that is related to my spiritual somehow, some way. So I gotta turn the camera around. They're gonna do on my camera. I know it looks funny, but at the same time, I do got animals on me. Oh man, thanks for saying. What's up, y'all? Say hey. We're just gonna do it like this, man. We only got a few minutes anyway. So. So yeah, then you notice when you start being yourself and cultivating happiness, a lot of people who's not on that vibration and frequency, man, they kind of want to, you know, compete against you somehow, and they don't realize the type of shit you already, you know, where you at with it. Like, especially those who doing semen retention and shit, and celibacy, you know, you're not releasing the light, you're not playing with yourself. People who do celibacy, like the gurus, a lot of them, they still jack off. It's like, dude, that's defeating the purpose of being celibate. I know you can probably turn pussy, you know, turn pussy down because you probably don't have the confidence to be able to get it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Let alone keep it and maintain it. Because it's an art to maintain some pussy. Like I said, like that for those who don't know. You know, it's emotions that go along with it, especially when you maintain it through, you know, dealing with the woman. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot of aspects in it, but both sides doing it all the energy. See that boy? Woo! They over here trying to get him on footage. That's why. Like, yo, man, get your ass back, man. You know what I'm here talking? We're talking about some real stuff. So yeah, anyhow, though. You know, a lot of the men, like I said, the gurus, they haven't really mastered the woman anyway. They haven't really realized. That's why it's a lot of sexual gratification going on in the world today. Anyway, a lot of it. And especially in the gym. When you're in the gym, I remember when we were younger, of course, young guys, young boys, you know, we naturally were drawn to women. You know what I mean? We naturally drawn to women with nice bosoms and stuff. Naturally. When we was growing up, we naturally were drawn to women with titties, bosoms. You know, we can flirt with older women, and women know how to flirt with us, and they go about things that was cool. But nowadays, you see, it's a totally different ballgame, because now the boys are attracted to the men. And then they flirt with the older men. The older men will flirt with the boys. Like how a woman would kind of well boy in my day coming up. And this is where it gets a little iffy, because these things go on in the gyms and in the bathrooms where, you know, secret shit goes on. And this is where you got to be careful. When I was growing up, we know and understand that the Kundalini is very sensitive. So you got to tame it to go a certain direction, so you won't be able to lose all your energy, you know? Yeah, that's your spiritual energy. You can lose it and reverse the cycle and all of that. Just by your thought, your attention, and everything, okay? And with this civilization, the way things are going, they making sure that that's the last thing they can do, because that's your spiritual power. That's it. If they can keep that going, they can keep the whole illusion popping. Well, I'm here to tell you, man, to get the kingdom on earth, the health, wealth, and prosperity, and wellness. No more than just picking up weights and putting the weights down and just, you know, stretching. Well, I like stretching. I'm talking about, you know, all that stuff that they see online to get swole and big, and, you know, or whatever. And then, you know, even with the senior retention, the edging, you get the woman or whatever. These are inner cosmic. It's more than that. Really, the edging, you're really training your inner cosmic orbit anyway, just so you can be more psychic, be more in tune with your intuitive abilities that you have, the intuition. That's really why you do edging for, if you're going to deal with that, if you're going to choose to play with that fire that you got within. But you better be careful. You playing with fire, you will get burned. You will release if that PC muscle ain't strong. That PC muscle weak, you'll be weak. That's guaranteed. That's where that cancer come in on. People obsessively jack off. People, you know what I'm saying? People, you know, constantly have orgasms, even with this wet dream. It's the thoughts, man. Everything is about this thought. That's why it's up to you as a man to get everything right back. And everybody say, yo, for the woman to get on track, the woman, she gonna get on track when she get celibate. She can't stay celibate for long. But you can, man. Swift, come here. You know these dudes are ruthless. They ruthless, man. Alright, so yeah, I just wanted to chime in real fast. I'm gonna hop off of here. Feeling pretty good outside. Post-workout vibes right before the true Sabbath for me. People on the Sabbath today, but that's on me. I'm rolling with the cosmic sacred days of the moon. It's the moon the next day, so this is the day before. It's my Sabbath right now. So I'm gonna roll with what's about to be at the end of the night. So it's the new moon, new month. We're doing what we do. So thanks for joining in, y'all. Got some sun. I'm gonna go sit back and relax for a little bit, and then just getting these goddamn on UV rays. Alright, say peace, y'all. Peace. Make sure y'all work out, man. Get them fruits up in you as much as you can. You ain't gotta eat that much. You ain't meant to eat cows and shit like that. Don't worry. Alright? I'll do it y'all the next one.